So, again guys, this is what you're gonna do on top of the color pencil apple and pears. As long as you guys have a good amount of contrast on your drawings, you should be fine. This is actually a little ATC card I'm doing with AP. This is just a sketch I did of a tree. It's all in Boston, so chose to do that. To make the glaze, and again, a glaze is basically you could do this oil paint. You could actually do it with also 2 acrylics. This is something that I taught my Drawing and Painting 1 classes how to do on their acrylic shoe paintings. I'm not sure if Mr. Gronis went over that. But to make a glaze, basically what you're doing is you're mixing your paint with some medium, okay? And what the medium does is it changes the characteristic of the paint. Now there's a lot of different kinds of mediums out there. This particular one is called Ultra Matte Medium, so this is going to give you an ultra matte finish. And according to Illustrator CF Paint, this is the only one you should use for this type of technique, so that's why I have it. So what you're going to do, and I'll have these mixes pre-mixed for you guys up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this phthalo blue and kind of make some piles here on this paper. So phthalo blue and just a tiny bit of black, not much, okay? Not much at all. So I have just about that much right there. And as we run out, I will make some more. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this palette knife to mix paint. Now a lot of times when people are mixing paints, they like to use their brushes. The problem with doing that, and you guys have probably run into this situation, is that the paint gets all gunked up into your brush. It makes the brush all messy and it kind of loses its shape, and then it just gets kind of like real dirty real fast. Palette knife saves you the trouble. So all I'm going to do is just mix this stuff up. Saves your brushes. So if you're into acrylic painting or even oils, you want to use a palette knife. Acrylic or watercolors, you don't need to worry about that because obviously the paint's just really thin and transparent anyways. Okay. But it also too, I think you mix the paints just a lot better. All right, so I've got that, okay, mixture made. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of this medium over here, and I'm going to mix some of the medium with some of the paint. So I've got a pile here of just paint, and this is a pile of the medium and paint mixture. Just now the trick is you want to put, and again what this particular medium is going to do is it's going to make the paint more transparent. So it's not going to be thick and heavy. And I need it to be transparent because I'm painting it over top of this and I need it to show through. Just a little bit more. Somebody close that door. All right. Now I'm doing this on top of a white piece of tag board just so I can see exactly what the color looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brayer. Okay, this is what printmakers use a lot, and it just the printmakers use it to roll ink on their blocks. So I'm going to take this, and the trick with these is you don't roll them back and forth, you just roll them in one direction. So you actually coat. I'm going to pick some more of this up. You coat that brayer nice and even. And when I was in printmaking in college, they said you want to look for orange peel. So you don't want to have too much ink or glaze on this, because if you do, it's just not going to work for you. It's just going to slide on. You want just enough that you have orange peel, and what that means is that basically the surface here looks like orange peel, okay? And I'm pretty much there. I need a little more. Let's do that. See what that does. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this on here, and this is little, so it's a little harder to do. When you guys do it in your sketchbook, you can you're just gonna roll this on top of your drawings. You can even, I have some kids who have just rolled on top of just blank spots on their sketchbook page. That's fine. You don't have to roll it over the whole page. Oh, yay. I so badly want to hold on to this, but I can't. Oh, so let's go. I love this technique. It's so much fun. Yay. Okay. So then, looks like this. Isn't that cool? So now the thing is, and this is like the hard part, you have to wait till it dries. But then the next part is that you can go back over it now with colored pencils, and I'm telling you guys, having this glaze on top with the ultrafine matte medium makes it, the color pencil go on like butter. Like seriously, it's like butter. You can't eat it, but it looks pretty, okay? So that's what it'll look like, all right? So when you guys are ready, I'll have that mixture here. If we need to make more, I'll make more for you. Thank you.